Hello, everyone. I'm Susan Huckle, and here's what's happening in LA this week. The results are in for the annual homeless count, and while all eyes are on the numbers, behind them are the people served by city outreach. Mayor Karen Bass joined LA Homeless Services Authority to announce the point-in-time count results.
We're here today celebrating the results of the 2025 Homeless Point-in-Time Count. This is an annual census that we do in Los Angeles and throughout the country to identify how many people at one point in time are experiencing homelessness in our region.
The folks here today were encouraged because for the second year in a row, we saw a reduction in the overall number and especially in the unsheltered number. So that means street homelessness especially went down. We believe it is a direct result of the encampment resolution efforts that both the city and the county have been undertaking over the last 2 years. We have really not seen a back-to-back annual reduction in homelessness since we began conducting annual censuses more than 10 years ago. So to see the efforts that we've been undertaking reflected in the numbers is encouraging.
So these results are more than data points. They represent thousands of human beings that are now inside, lives that have been saved, and neighborhoods that are beginning to heal.
So I'm a physician assistant. I do street medicine, run the USC street medicine program. So we provide health care for people experiencing unsheltered homelessness where they live, on the streets, under the bridges, or wherever they are. What the numbers mean to me is usually it's just a validation of what I feel like we're already seeing on the streets. I moved here to start this program in 2018, and compared to when I started, it is much easier to get people into housing than it used to be. Before, we used to work really, really hard to get a few dozen people in a year. Now it's a few hundred people a year.
At LA Family Housing, we have clearly seen a difference of the number of people who are sleeping outside and the number of people that we've been able to move indoors through programs like Inside Safe, Pathways Home, as well as a number of folks through our encampment resolution work who moved directly into permanent housing. We had over 5,500 volunteers across the county helping to do this count, between our voters who passed ballot measures to bring more funding into homeless services and our volunteers throughout the community that help count. That's how we end homelessness, is together as a collective community meeting the needs.
The city is counting down to hosting the 2028 Olympic and Paralympic Games. Mayor Karen Bass joined the Department of Recreation and Parks to mark the calendar and set the city up for successful games.
Today is the play day at the historical Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. We are the PlayLA division for the Department of Recreation and Parks, and we are offering sports to all of the kids all over Los Angeles. It's actually a 3-year pre-anniversary for the start of the LA 28 Olympics, and we wanted to commemorate the day with just a giant day of sports for our kids.
Sports gives you so many benefits, from health to building relationships to discipline. It impacts your life in so many ways.
We are here today really to celebrate two things. One, the release of our program schedule for the Olympics, but also to celebrate with the City of LA, with the Department of Recreation and Parks, 1 million enrollees in the PlayLA program. We think that that is so important to really build the athletes of tomorrow and the leaders of tomorrow.
It's really surprising, and I'm very proud of my community and how everyone has come together to build this type of event. I'm so excited for the Olympics to come, and knowing that what we do will help contribute to that and help little kids in sports and just people all over.
I'm excited. I'm excited for the games to be here in the United States. I am excited for the world to be able to come to our playground and for this competition to begin. Of course, I'm excited for it to be in LA. So the more and more we work to come together, the greater the athlete experience will be.
I'm just really happy with the outcome, and I'm really happy to see all the kids having fun. And honestly, I've seen some people I haven't seen in a long time, which is really great for me because I get to reconnect with people I haven't seen in a while.
The PlayLA program started in 2018 so that kids from all over the city could afford to try sports, and hopefully we're going to make some Olympians of our own. We have all kinds of different sports for them to try: archery, surfing, swimming, artistic swim, basketball, flag football, you name it, we've got it. And it just helps build community, get kids healthy and active, and off their screens, as I'm sure all parents are trying to do every day. You can probably hear the cheering in the background. That's what we want to hear. We want kids out having fun, playing with their peers, and being active and moving their bodies.
LA Metro moves almost 1 million people every day on 6 rail lines, 117 bus routes, and other transit projects. City and county leaders joined the transit agency for its annual State of the Agency update.
So today we had the State of the Agency for Metro, and we are here at Union Station. Here you had the ceremony of the turning over of the gavel from County Supervisor Janice Hahn to now Mr. Dutra, who is going to be leading us for the rest of the fiscal year.
I'm just one little piece, right? We have 12,000 employees that make this thing work. They provide transportation for all these beautiful people in LA County, so I'm very, very lucky to be part of this team.
Mr. Dutra has got a lot of construction experience, and I think he's going to bring a focus on construction as we continue to build a lot of the Measure M projects that are planned to enhance the transit system in Los Angeles County.
And it's just been so refreshing to see how much the agency has grown in the last couple of years with its focus on making sure we got back our ridership from 2020, making sure that we increase safety, and that we also really thought through how we increase connectivity throughout the entire region. The last couple of years that I've been attending, I've seen the growth, and now that I'm part of this team, I'm just excited for what we're going to be bringing to the San Fernando Valley.
I want to make sure that we have a safe, efficient system. So it's going to be important for me to make sure that we're building stuff on time and on budget. So if we can do all of that, I think we'll give the public what they need.
Well, I think what our CEO has articulated at this State of the Agency is that we want to make the customer first. And so everything that we're doing is oriented towards improving the experience for our transit riders, because we have a lot of major events coming to Los Angeles in the coming years. You'll see continue to expand the transit system and also making key improvements that are going to make it easier to come into and out of Los Angeles for these major events.
Federal sweeps taking place and a racially targeted population living in fear. That was the case in 1942, and no one wants a repeat on Terminal Island. Given the history, Councilmember Tim McCosker and the Harbor Area Peace Patrol came together to protest the ICE operations there.
So we are on Terminal Island. We're at the Japanese American Fishing Memorial, and we just wrapped up a press conference with many of our local and state officials to demand ICE get off Terminal Island. They're using this as a staging ground, and we don't want them here. This is unacceptable in our town, in our city. We're going to defend our neighborhoods and the people in them, and we don't want them here.
What we just did is a press conference because there is a cruel irony that we have ICE and Homeland Security and other federal agencies that are staging on the island for the operations, the raids that are going out throughout Los Angeles and Southern California. We do not want to be complicit. We do not want to have ICE on the island. And so we called for them to follow the Constitution. We also called for them to get off.
This is the site 80 years ago of a vibrant Japanese neighborhood until Pearl Harbor happened, and then indiscriminately and recklessly and we now know unconstitutionally, the federal government rounded up the Japanese Americans and put them in concentration camps because the thought was they were a threat to this country during war. And now we're here because our federal government is doing it again.
So I'm one of the coordinators for the Harbor Area Peace Patrols. We come out every day. We patrol San Pedro, Wilmington, and Terminal Island. And we're really just here to document and observe what is happening within our communities. We're using our First Amendment constitutional rights in order to provide Know Your Rights information and share activities with the community. And what we're seeing is a lot of secrecy, a lot of efforts to avoid accountability. We have also seen people using tape to cover their license plates. We have seen people switching license plates. So there's a car that was used in the raid in Bell in June. We saw that license plate on a white Ford F-150 down here less than a month later. So we actually don't know if they are with federal agencies or if they are just copycats and criminals.
These unconstitutional raids, these indiscriminate raids that are going out in the community and folks are getting pulled over with no probable cause because they're being racially profiled, because they're brown, frankly, is horrible for those people and for their families, but it is also affecting every one of us. Every single one of us is collateral damage. But I think it's also important for people across this state to see that they're next. And I think it's important for people across this country to see that they are next. We are an experiment by the federal government right now. They are seeing how far they can go, how far they can break constitutional norms until they are reeled back in, and we need to reel them back in.
In El Pueblo, community members gathered together to give back to the city. Councilmember Isabel Jurado joined volunteers helping to clean up and bring positive attention back to this area in the historical heart of the city.
Today, we're here at El Pueblo, the birthplace of the city of Los Angeles, gathering with other Angelinos to help clean up our neighborhood. I think it's an excellent day to pick up your broom, hang out with your homies, and clean up the neighborhood. We dance, we sing, we clean, we laugh, you know, and this is what we're doing because community takes care of one another, and so I'm so excited to be here.
We're in the middle of downtown. We have folks coming in and out, and all our historic buildings and setting always need a little bit of extra care every once in a while. So we're here to support cleanup efforts and really make our beloved landmarks shine. You know, from the very beginning, historically, civic participation was always a part of the founding of Los Angeles. And so this is a great opportunity for all Angelinos to become Angelinos, remain Angelinos, by giving back a little bit to the spot in LA that gave so much to the city in its formation throughout history.
LA is a very vibrant community, and we really want to clean the various locations and businesses in the streets of LA to really show that we really want to heal this very area. The more we all come together in unity and hope, that really will help us to pave a really bright future for the city of Los Angeles.
One of the things that I take pride in as someone who have lived in LA all his life is seeing people come together for a purpose. And today is that purpose where we're all clean and we'll all do the work that we need to do in order to keep this city vibrant.
Shine LA will be available to volunteers throughout the year. It's a monthly event and a monthly cleanup effort throughout all of Los Angeles. So just keep an eye out for Shine LA and make sure you sign up. It's important for us to keep our city clean. We have the eye of the world with events coming in the future, and we really should do our best to kind of promote Los Angeles and show really the city that we are, a collection of Angelinos that really love their city.
Summer heat safety tips from the Emergency Management Department. A new online tool will help plan trips to LA parks. And the 35th anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act. These stories up next on CityBeat.
Summer is here, and the Los Angeles Emergency Management Department, EMD, is reminding Angelinos to stay safe in summer heat. EMD suggests staying hydrated, wearing a hat for protection, and using city pools and splash pads to cool down. Check on neighbors who may be vulnerable, and never leave children or pets in cars as temperatures can quickly elevate. Cooling centers will be open at select recreation centers and libraries throughout the city. According to the EMD, it is important to seek medical attention if you experience symptoms of heat stroke, such as dizziness, fatigue, and headaches. For more information, visit emergency.lacity.gov/heat. The Los Angeles Department of Recreation and Parks has launched a new online tool to help plan your next LA adventure. Your LA Parks Trip Planner makes exploring Los Angeles more accessible and easier than ever. Whether you're looking for family activities, outdoor fitness, or a day in nature, the Trip Planner can help you find it. Simply select a category and the Trip Planner will show you what Rec and Parks has to offer. To start planning your next adventure, go to laparks.org. July is Disability Pride Month, and this year marks the 35th anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA. The Los Angeles City Department on Disability honored documentary photographer Tom Olin for his decades of work capturing the disability rights movement. His powerful images help tell the stories of struggle, resilience, and the fight for equal access under the law. Olin joined Executive Director Stephen David Simon to reflect on how the ADA has changed lives and the need for continued awareness and enforcement. For more information, visit disability.lacity.gov.
The Los Angeles Fire Department celebrated the graduation of Crew 4. This team is a specially trained hand crew, vital in the fight against wildland fires. With our endless fire season, the recent grads are already in demand and in action around the city.
So here today we're at Fire Station 88, our disaster response section for the graduation of Crew 4. The main job of Crew 4 is wildland suppression.
We're wildland hand crew technicians. Our job is to get fuel away from the fire so the fire has basically nothing to burn.
We're going to go out and we're going to fight every wildland fire in the city of LA, as well as when we're not on fires, we're going to be doing brush clearance projects to hopefully prevent our larger catastrophic fires and keep everything nice and small.
It's a historic day for the LA City Fire Department.
Crew 4 is the very first paid hand crew for LA City Fire Department. We've needed a paid hand crew for a long time. We've been relying on our surrounding partners with LA County, Ventura, and Forest Service for many, many, many years.
I feel great graduating. What inspired me to join the fire service is to be able to help the people in my community first and foremost, keep their families safe, keep their property safe, and just to be of service.
So we put our crew through a 5-week academy, Wildland Academy, that included numerous wildland certifications through the California State Fire Marshal, grueling physical fitness program, learning tools and equipment, learning about fuels, weather topography, fire behavior. It was 5 weeks nonstop from sunup to sundown every single day.
It's a talent, and not everyone can do it. This is hard work, it's backbreaking work, it's dangerous work. And these 20 new members of the camp crew were taught by our department's best.
Watching them come in day one, some of them not knowing anything about fire, to see where they've come in 5 weeks is pretty impressive. We've gone on 6 fires already this last week. To see what they've learned, put it into action on real life fires is absolutely amazing.
With this job, I definitely learned what grit is. You know, we have a job to do, and whether or not we feel like doing it or not, like, we have to do it. This is definitely somewhere I feel like I fit in. I think it's where I need to be.
Summer on LA's waterfront means it's time to get the motors running. Independence Day celebrations included classic cars and all the pride of SoCal car culture. Music, food, and fun capped off with a fireworks show. It's Cars and Stripes Forever.
Today we are kicking off the summer month. Today we're having our 17th annual Cars and Stripes Forever. This is one of the Port of Los Angeles' signature events.
This is a great day for the port and the community. This really brings together all the locals. It brings local music, local crafts, local food, local people. This is where you meet your neighbors, and this is what makes the port really special, because it brings all of us together in a really great way.
The town of San Pedro is one of a kind, and I've been here all my life. I've been coming here for the last 17 years, and the reason why I come, we got a beautiful view, and there's beautiful cars, beautiful people, different races, and the American way on the 4th of July, Cars and Stripes.
It's a place for everybody to come together and unite. The unity of the car club culture, everybody to show off their cars, what they've done to their cars, and the pride that we take in our cars. I mean, they're beautiful. Everybody's car here is beautiful. So it's our time to show off our cars.
The harbor area is known for its classic cars, and this is an opportunity for all of those classic cars to unite with the Port of Los Angeles on the LA waterfront in a really unique way. The LA waterfront is a hidden gem. This is where we have an opportunity to have people really enjoy our waterfront, unlike any other place in the nation.
There will also be live entertainment. We have local bands performing on stage. There's going to be just a whole bunch of food trucks that they can choose from. And then we have some craft activity for the kids. And of course, all of this will wrap up at the end of the evening with a spectacular fireworks show.
The Department of Cultural Affairs gave us a peek inside the renovation of the Madrid Theater, which includes new lighting and sound. When completed, this professional stage will seat 400 patrons again, bringing the roar of the crowd to life in Canoga Park.
The Madrid Theater has a great history, a little sordid at times, but definitely something that's interesting. In the 1920s, it was a silent movie house, one of the first buildings in Canoga Park. And then by the 1970s, it actually ended up being a pussycat theater. After that, the earthquake hit in Northridge in 1994, and the city took ownership of it in 1998 and renovated it. And now we're going into our second renovation to bring it into the 21st century. If you haven't been here yet, it's a very interesting place. We're in the West Valley. It's a little pocket, we call it the Canoga Park Arts District. And what you have is you have a Tosco Theater, the Madrid Theater, and also the Canoga Park Community Arts Center. And there's a big community of nonprofit organizations that are also trying to build arts in this area. The Madrid Theater's renovation really has changed the footprint of the inside of the theater. Upstairs, we had an underutilized second-story lobby, and now we've moved the restrooms downstairs so we can open up the space for receptions and different events and even talkbacks and different educational events for the arts. We have brand new seating in the whole entire theater, a brand new LED and sound system for the artists. We have more accessibility in the backstage area. Everything has just been updated and it looks so great. The Madrid Theater is really important to the community because it is a 400-plus seat theater that is a professional proscenium stage. And for the West Valley, we're one of a few theaters in the area that community groups can come, present their art, as well as the city also presents artists to feature in the community. During the normal season, we'll offer dance, theater, music, film, cultural arts, anything performing arts-based that allows the community to connect. We also like to focus a lot on helping teenagers build careers in the arts, anything that's going to help them get to the next level. We're really looking forward to opening for the community in 2027. It's so important that the city supports the arts. It's a way that we connect as humans, regardless of our differences, regardless of the different experiences we're having or had or been through. It's a place for us that's safe and it allows us to express ourselves. And as humans, we really can't survive without expression, and we can't survive without connecting with other humans. The arts is a perfect avenue for creating this kind of environment. For more information, of course, you can go to the DCA website. You can also check us out on Instagram and Facebook at madrid.theater.
In this week's Things to Do, catch a summer movie night at Hanson Dam, enjoy a June Jubilee in July, and Experience Jelly Soul in NoHo. All of this up next on Things to Do.
Join the LA City Department of Recreation and Parks and Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez for the kickoff of summer movie nights at Hanson Dam featuring Disney Pixar's Inside Out 2. Bring out your lawn chairs, blankets, swimsuits, and towels and get ready to feel every emotion as Riley navigates the next chapter of her life. There will be joy, sadness, anger, all emotions are welcome, and best of all, it's free. The movie starts at sunset, but head out for family activities and pool fun starting at 6 p.m. For more information, visit cd7.lacity.gov/events. Join LA's Public Library for June Jubilee, a celebration of Black excellence now taking place on Saturday, July 26th. The third annual June Jubilee welcomes everyone to a day of joy and inspiration with speakers, workshops, entertainment, and family activities. The day begins with a water blessing and continues with performances by African drummers, choirs, and dancers. From health and wellness to arts and crafts, there's something for everyone. Celebrate African American culture and contributions at this fun, family-friendly fair. June Jubilee, a celebration of Black excellence, takes place at the Central Library on Saturday, July 26th from 9:30 a.m. until 4 p.m. For more information, visit the June Jubilee page at lapl.org. Join the Valley Cultural Foundation and Councilmember Adrien Nazarian as he hosts NoHo Summer Nights. The concert series kicks off with Jelly Soul, bringing you the Jelly Roll experience. Get ready for a soulful summer night in North Hollywood. Bring your picnic dinner or come ready to eat as food will be available for purchase. Head down to the North Hollywood Recreation Center on Saturday, July 26th at 7 p.m. For more information and a full list of the summer series, visit valleycultural.org. And that's a look at some things to do.
And that's all for this week. I'm Susan Huckle, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. Remember that you can watch us online anytime at lacityview.org. We're also on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.